Hi, and welcome back to the Knitting Diaries. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support you have been showing me the last 2 weeks. I was really on the fence about doing this, but I did it. I tried, and your comments have been so lovely. So thank you so much for that. I thought the episode that aired last time was actually the second one I filmed. And in the first one, I did a really good introduction of myself. And in the second part, I just blew right past that and didn't talk about myself at all. Maybe my name and where I am, but I'm gonna do a better job this time. So my name is Ingarosu, and I live in Eiríkdsóttir in East Iceland. I live here with my husband and my 3 boys, and mostly all of our extended family lives here too. My parents and my 2 sisters. One of my sisters lives in Reykjavík, and his brother and his wife are living in the countryside just outside of Easter. So basically all of our family is living in Easter. We have 3 boys. Unnar, who is 12, just about to turn 13 actually in April, and August, who is 6 since December, and Hjörtur, who is about to turn 2 in this month, the 17th. And I will put a picture of them in here. And I really love this picture. It's taken before Christmas 2015, and it's just a cute picture, so I'm gonna show you that. Unnar actually lives with us just every other week, and because he is my son from a previous relationship, and I was a single mom for 2 years. So we are quite close. There was just the 2 of us for so long. And his dad also lives in Eiríkdsóttir, and his family. So he just lives with us for a week and then goes over to them and lives with them for a week. And this just works for us. He can. There's just one school in town, so he doesn't have to. It's not really a disturbance, if you can put it like that. He has all the same friends and goes to the same school, and if there is some kind of family function on either side, he just pops over to us or to his dad or something. That's a really good relationship between the 2 families. So, and this has been like this for almost since he was 4 years old. So 8 years, and this just, as I said, it really works for us. And that's a big reason why I'm filming every other week, because he obviously stays up longer than the little boys. They are usually in bed by 8 or 9 or somewhere in between, but Unnar stays up almost 10:30 or something like that. So he's a really curious boy, and he is with his nose in everything I do. So he is partly a reason for I'm filming every other week, and also because I work full time, and of course with the house and the boys, taking care of them. So knitting time is only maybe 2-3 hours max per day, and I just don't knit that really fast, so I won't have anything to show you if I film every week. So I will be trying to film this on over the weekend, and so it will be up on Sunday evenings or very first thing on Monday. As you can guess by the name, I was wondering if we needed a Ravelry group. This is just a new podcast, even though I must say I'm very just thankful and I really appreciate all the support I've been having, and we already have almost 130 subscribers with only one show. I think I was really happy about that. And I was wondering, do we need a Ravelry group? I'm not sure, but I did go and create one. So if you are on Ravelry, you can follow me. I am ingarosu, and now we have a Ravelry group, and I will put the link in the down bar below. So you can also follow me if you're interested on Instagram. I am inga.ros on there, and as I said, I'm ingarosu on Ravelry. The U or is a U is, my name is Inga Rós Unnarsdóttir, and that's where the U comes in, or the U, or how you pronounce it. Because in Iceland we don't have family names, we don't have, I am just, my dad is Unnar, and therefore I am Unnarsdóttir or Unnarsdóttir, because as I said, we don't have family names. And my sons, my husband is Atli, so my sons are Atlasynir, Atlasons. Yeah, that's what the U means. I think I will just go ahead and show you my finished objects. So I finished my Reyna shawl. It was a work in progress last time I showed you, but I finished it. And last time I was, I don't know, maybe on the garter, just the first garter pads, and I really love this. I don't know if it's focusing, but the colors are coming a lot better now. I'm filming at night now, and there's just my overhead light, but I think the colors are showing a lot better now, even though the lighting is not really good. But this is in Hedgehog Sock, and I knitted this on 3.5mm needles, which are I use size 4. And this is really just a fun little pattern. It's just garter stitch, and then this eyelet, and this has been washed and blocked and everything. I don't really block anything. I just wash it and lay it out flat, but I did block this, and I have blocking wires and everything. Don't even know why. I've almost never used them before. And I also finished the baby blanket, which is good since the baby is just 20 days away. And this is just, I haven't measured it, but it's pretty big. But you can't see anything. But it was this just Leafy baby blanket, and I made this in, it's called Stylecraft Special Aran with wool. So it is an acrylic yarn, as I said last time, but it has some wool in it, and it is really soft, and you can just put this in the washing machine and don't have to worry about anything. And that was kind of the point, because she is a first-time mom who is getting this blanket, and that can be a little bit overwhelming, so you don't have to be hand washing on top of that. So that is going to her. What I also finished, I crochet too, and I just made this little, look at him, how cute, you can't see his face, how cute is he, this little keychain. And since Easter is coming, I made this Easter bunny. Look at his face, I think he's so cute, and he has a little tail, and he can stand on a table, he stands upright. As I said before in the last show, the only thing I bought in Akureyri was fabric for I was just going to try to make some project bags because I don't have any of those. But as you may find out sometime, if I have decided to do something, I have to do it now or else it won't get done. So I raided my mom's closet. She sews a lot and she has all kinds of sewing machines. So I just kidnapped one of her sewing machines and made myself a project bag. And this was just some leftover fabric in her closet. I think she made my sister and her boyfriend some bed covers, or don't know what you call it. You put it out around your pillow and your we call it sank, and I don't know what you call it. Maybe I will put it in on the screen. But I made this one, and it has these green polka dots inside. It is housing I was trying to, or I did cast on a socks for my husband, but it's already all I have done, so I'm not gonna show you that. Yeah, I will show you next time. It will be a work in progress. But I made another one, and it's a bit bigger, or a lot bigger, and it also has the green polka dots inside. And I put a little more effort into this one, so it's better made, and it's housing my Freyja, which is coming off the needles now. Okay, I'm not gonna show you her. I'm gonna finish what I bought. No, I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna talk about my Freyja, and I have now combined or joined my sleeves to the body. So I'm just about to start the color work or the pattern, and I can't wait. I just have to go, I think, 2 rounds before I start the pattern. And I have, this was wound up. See, now I can see the color. It's gorgeous, this green. It's probably not quite so bright, but very close. And this was wound up to a big ball. I probably showed you last time, but that was a leftover from my sweater I did for August, and that was where I had made a bowl and the strands were doubled. So I had to, last night I was unwinding that and taking it apart and making what was just one strand. So that's ready. And this is my only work in progress because I just finished everything else I was working on. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you the fabric that got stuck in Akureyri. And it is this cute hedgehogs and mushrooms in this forest theme, and these sheep with different textures of knitting stitches. And this black one, I just thought this was really pretty. And these little owls, because who doesn't love owls? They're so cute. And I found this with an Iceland, and I was thinking I would put this inside the bags. Wouldn't that be cool to have a bag like this inside? I also went to my local yarn store on Friday, and I bought these two because apparently there are babies coming at me left and right. And this is cotton yarn, sheepjes, don't know how you pronounce that. Sunkissed, this is cotton yarn, and it is a bit tonal. It's really nice. This yellow, and then this aqua, and they are not called anything. This is color 4. Very exciting colors. I'm gonna make peeps from this. I have a rather large stash of cotton yarns. I don't know, probably 30 years ago. Our local yarn store here in town burned down, and there was a fire sale after that. The yarn was not damaged, but it smelled terribly. So it just went into a plastic bag and to my attic and stayed there for many years. But recently I just decided to check it out, and the smell is all gone. So I used it to make some baby bibs. I can put a picture of them here. I will. And I'm gonna take the easy route out of with this yarn, and just one color. The other has 3 colors in them, and you will show. I will put a picture here. But I also bought this. This is Cascade Heritage Yarns sock yarn, and it is 100 grams and 400 meters, and it's 75% merino superwash and 25% nylon. It's just this gray color, really nice. And I am gonna make with this bubblegum socks, it's called. Melissa of the Spicy Homemaker podcast and Brittany of the Sip and Stitch podcast are hosting a knit along called the Knitting Games. So if you haven't, and you probably have heard of it, but go check it out. And Melissa was giving out this pattern, the bubblegum socks, and it's a pattern by Emily Björna, who also has a podcast called Arctic Knitting, and she made this pattern, and I think Melissa test knitted for her. And one of the things I am going to do this year is to make more patterned socks, not just vanilla socks. I'm gonna try and make some cables or some lace and something fun like that. And I was lucky enough, I got a pattern from Melissa. She was giving out, I think, 10 of them or something, I don't know. At least I got one, and this is going to be those socks. I saw in the yarn store another hedgehog sock yarn that would have been perfect. It was bright pink and really gorgeous. But this is half of that price, so I bought this for now, at least. I also bought yarn for Mina of the knitting expert. Was hosting a yarn swap where she paired off people around the world, and my yarn swap partner, I bought the yarn for that today. So Marilyn, your package is going out after this, or probably just tomorrow after the weekend. I'm not going to show you that because I think at least she has watched the first episode, because she messaged me on Ravelry after that. So I'm not going to show you the yarn I bought. I'm just going to take a little break here and go get the hat I was going to show you, and I forgot in a drawer. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to show you because I like to learn new things, and I was going to show you, I made 2 of these hats, and of course it's soccer, because everything is soccer, especially with Unnar, and this hat was for him. This was the first one I made, and this is double knitting. So here it is white with a black pattern, and if I turn around, it's black with a white pattern. This is I made this probably over 2 years ago. This is made from Dale, baby Dale something. It's a Norwegian yarn, really nice. It's fingering weight. This was really fun. It did take a bit time, a little bit time to make, but it was, when you get the hang of it, it's not that complicated. It just takes a bit time. I did make one for August as well, and that was black on the other one side with a red pattern, and then red with a black pattern on the other. But I think he has lost it. I'm not really happy about that, because it takes almost a week or 2 to make one like this, in my knitting time at least. So he will get an earful someday about that. The podcast I have mentioned and want to mention are, I already talked about Melissa of the Spicy Homemaker podcast. She is a really fun lady. She is very energetic and all around lovely. So if you, and you probably have, I'm just new to this, but if you haven't checked her out, please do. She's amazing, and they are in a what do you call it? They are in a partnership. Melissa and Brittany. Brittany is of the Sip and Stitch podcast with the Hunger Games. No, with the Knitting Games. Sorry. But I also wanted to mention the Grocery Girls. They are sisters in Canada, and they are hilarious. You can see their sisters bond, and they also, Jody is also Mrs. Brown's Bags, if you heard of them. And as I said, I'm laughing out loud when I'm watching them, and my husband is, but aren't you watching a show about knitting? What can possibly be funny about that? But they are, as I said, they are great and lovely. So go check them out if you haven't already. I think this is it. I want to show you my next. As I said, babies seem to be coming at me left and right, and my sister is pregnant. And she also has a little girl, same age as Hjörtur, a little bit younger. She is born later in the year, but she is about to turn 2 in November, and she is going to be a big sister. And this is going to be my project for the new baby for my sister. I already made her a blanket. I always gift a blanket, baby blanket, if there is a new baby. But since she already got one for her first baby, I'm gonna make her one of those onesies out of camp garden. So and this is the traditional Icelandic 8-petal rose, and it's really lovely. It's knitted from top down. Those who follow me on Instagram did maybe notice that I got my acid dies in the mail, as I was expecting, but I just haven't gotten the time to dye anything, so I can't show you anything like that. My husband recently started working on shifts, so I'm more alone home with the boys. So I think I can't dye with the boys with me, especially Hjört. He's just too little. I was going to trying to put something like a segment of Icelandic living, but I just couldn't think of anything I wanted to say right now. So if you have any questions, please ask away. And I have in our new Ravelry group, I have put thread on an introduction thread, and I will probably now open a new thread for an ask away section. So please, if you have any questions, anything at all, within reason, of course, and I will answer them, even if it's not knitting related, just anything at all. Yeah, I don't really. Last 2 weeks have been mostly just staying at home with Hjört sick. The last time I filmed, he was just starting. That was the first day or the second day, and he was sick all that week. So I didn't even get a lot of knitting done because we would just be sitting on the sofa with him on my lap and watching cartoons or something, or reading a book. He really likes to read, and that's maybe something not especially Icelandic, but we do read a lot in general, and we publish a lot of books. Before every Christmas there comes in the mail a brochure of every book that comes out before Christmas. That is usually when the most books come out, and that brochure is really this thick, and it lists any book, translated or Icelandic or whatever kind there are. And this is a really people look forward to get this in the mail, because everyone, it's not Christmas without getting books, at least one. And I'm really happy. My oldest son, he reads a lot every time before he goes to bed, and I read a lot too, but I have an Amazon Kindle, and that's something I really, really love. And that got stuck in Akureyri as well. Not a happy week. No reading, or, well, I did read. I just picked up a real book instead of reading from a Kindle. But it's not until recently that Icelandic publishers made a deal with Amazon to put books in Icelandic available for Kindle. So I read everything in English and have been doing that ever since I was just a teenager, because the books I like to read are not translated in Icelandic. Yeah, well, some of them are, but because I'm a kind of fantasy nerd, or nerd. Well, if there are some kind of magic or sci-fi or vampires and werewolves and some stuff like that, that's the books I kind of like to read. My friends are all in this very cultural reading with feministic books, and I'm sure they're fine. They just don't interest me. I like to read just this fantasy world, and yeah, maybe I should do a book segment on the end of every show, what I'm reading. Well, I don't read all that much, and I try to read every time before I go to bed, but sometimes I'm staying up late and knitting, and then I just maybe read a page before I fall to sleep. So I'm not very, I don't read that many books, but I always read before I go to bed. Yeah. I'm a member of something called BookBub, I think it is. And that's just a webpage or something, yeah, where you can put in your preferences, what kind of books you like, and then you get an email every day telling you of some kind of offers. Then you can buy the books for free sometimes, or maybe $1 or $2, and then it's just downloaded in your Kindle. Very nice, because you have always an available stash of books to read. I will put the link to this book. I think it's called BookBub. Yeah. I will put it in the show notes, and the down bar below if you're interested in reading more. Yeah. I don't think I will have this any longer today. So I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.